Hold on it. Okay.
Never mind.
I'm
Now it
Ben.
started recording. Yep.
I'm Ben.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Vinny.
I'm going to talk about my scenario 200 planning spreadsheet. Initially, I had a lot in my log sheet. I had 90 things, which was way over because it took me a while to figure out what was actually increasing my ABT. Some of the better things I did was lowering Alley Cat after its prime months, which would have been in the summer, which helped raise the EBT per month, because I looked at where I was losing money as the primary areas for what to change. I also raised the price in a little bit in its higher months, which made me a decent bit of money. As well as manipulating the price for Taj Mahal was really effective. So these are all not the default, but this made me a lot of money changing it to 16. I changed it by $1.50 and 50 cents here. Yeah, I didn't really do too much. It was pretty simple. Just the changes for Alley Cat and Taj Mahal got me to where I needed to be for the 210,000 EBT.
Gotcha. All right. I can share mine now. Let's see here. Can everyone see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So, first thing I want to note is my EBT is not 210,000. So there's definitely some changes that can be made there. So in Taj Mahal, I made the price lower for the first few months. That made the demand a little higher because I had quite a bit available for sale. And so I needed to raise that demand so that I could, utilize what I had in my inventory. Made a little bit more money doing that. Alley Cat was kind of similar, but a little all over the place. I should have kept it more even. These months they were higher priced, and then a little less actually in May, June, and April months, which kind of fitted the demand, but it didn't allow for making a whole lot of money when it was the peak time. And then Edgrail I kept very similar to what it already was, raised it a little bit in December just to lower the demand a little bit because I didn't have much in my inventory. And so that's basically what I had. Similar ideas. I think one thing I could work on after looking at Ben's, making sure this price is a little more consistent rather than all over the place, especially in these summer months. Keeping that price more steady would definitely benefit a lot, especially because we have, huge amount for sale and not a lot of sales because of the price. So yeah, that's my spreadsheet.
I forgot to mention that I also lowered the Alley Cat production a lot at the end of the year, as well as lowering the price, or keeping the price the same compared to the summer months where I raised it, but I lowered the production at the end.
Gotcha. Yep.
So it wasn't wasting a bunch of inventory and our fermenters.
Yeah, that's worth noting too for Alley Cat. My production, very, very different from scenario 100. My production's really, really high first month, and then these months kept it a lot lower than before, but I surprisingly had a lot available for sale. So we, in past scenarios, we've really focused on a lot of Alley Cat production. In this one, if we were to produce a lot right away, the rest of the months we could keep it relatively low compared to what we did last time. But I do think there's a lot of things that can change. But yeah, that's mine. See, let me stop sharing.
This is mine. Where is it?
Does one of you guys want to open the scrimmage sim, by the way, so we have it open for when we want to do the 8 production orders as well?
Yeah, I can do that.
This is mine. It's kind of similar in a way to Ben's. Taj Mahal, I didn't really change the price until October, November, December, those winter months. I also lowered the production a decent bit throughout the year with Taj. That kind of really ups my EBT. Alley Cat, prices were kind of all over the place for mine. I even dropped down to 1550 for 2 months, and then went up to 1650, 1750, and then kind of went back down. So I kind of did like a roller coaster type, if it was a graph in a way. And I kind of did that with my production orders a little bit. I started off high and then kind of went mid and then kind of stooped down from there. And then Edgar Ale, I just completely changed the price to 1450 as it's kind of the lesser demand beer ale
Yep.
than Taj and Alley Cat. And that got me to 213,000 EBT.
Ben, what was your final EBT?
210,468.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Okay.
But yeah, that is what I did for my
Okay.
spreadsheet. And then my
See.
log sheet, I had 75 entries.
All right. I didn't share that one for me, but okay. So let's you want to record us adding those production orders in? I can do that here.
Yeah, I'm
So-
still.
We also have to make the team planning spreadsheet, or team planning thing first, right? And then, do you want to do
yeah,
the
yeah, we should probably do that first.
I'm also still recording, so we can just share it.
So do we have to do we just talk about what we're doing or how to this?
Yeah, that's what we talked about last time. Is we talked about me and Gabe talked about our plan for the next simulation, because the first one me and Gabe did wasn't too good, and then the second one we all
we did all right last time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that great.
It wasn't like great, but we did do a lot better.
Yeah.
And I think we definitely took a lot more from the last simulation that we're gonna figure out and fix now into
Yep.
this one. We I think our problem was last simulation, our alley cat. We didn't pay attention enough to it, and it kind of just plummeted. And I think we were focusing a little bit too much on Edgar Ale.
Yep.
Taj Mahal, definitely keep a good stock, but not as much as you need to stock up on Alley Cat.
I think that if we're able to do a bunch of orders like before the thing starts, isn't it a good idea to like overload with the Alley Cat so we don't have to try to do it in the middle of the year? Or do those orders just go in like as soon as it starts? Are we just adding those so it goes in when it starts, or are they able to
Yeah,
be
so
done
those-
like basically before?
So those 8 production orders, I believe will be put. Well, 4 of them we put into the fermenters, and they'll start then. So after 14 days, then all of them will be in, and the next ones are going.
So
So those are
I
just
think-
orders; they're not full finished cases yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't talk about this earlier, but I think like last time we did this simulation, like there wasn't as much like jobs to do. But I feel like now that we can manipulate the price, like someone should be on like making sure that the prices are right at all times.
Yeah.
And just making sure that it's adjusted, like
definitely.
you know.
Yeah. So
So-
would you guys like to let's share that share the screen while we make that document? And
Only one person
Yeah.
has to share it, right?
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
Yeah.
You want to share it or me?
I mean, can you do it? I just
Sure.
I didn't
Yep,
know.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, can you guys both see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just make a table here. So I'm thinking we have 12 months. Then we want to, let's choose these. So we have 12 months. We have 13 columns, and then the rows would be 4. So we'll have Alley Cat, have Taj Mahal, and we'll have Edgar Ale, January, February, May, June, December. And then in each of these, well, I guess we can make it bigger later, but in each of these boxes we can put well, how about this? Let's separate this into I don't know how to do that actually. Okay, we'll leave it like this. In each of the boxes we can put in what our price will be and how much production we'll do. So combining all of our spreadsheets or planning spreadsheets, what do you think will be the best for January for Alley Cat?
For January, for my price, I had 1550 as
Okay.
yeah, so
1550 for Alley Cat?
yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's definitely different than mine. But I think it worked out better for you.
Well, you should
Ben,
we should look at like on the it says like per month. Like I know like you had a much higher EBT in general, but you can look at per month like if it's making money or not. So you can look at specifically which person's strategy did the best like per month. So it says it like the profit or whatever. So we should just get that. I think. I mean, we could just look at. I mean, it's whatever. But either
Sure.
way.
Yeah. What were your sales in January for Alley Cat? And what was your price?
In Alley Cats, it was 1550, 4500, and I made 32,000. 3,000.
32. You made 32,000 in January, you said?
No, 3,000, 3,000.
3,000. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. My sales were very low in January, so that's
Mine were
definitely a big
also low. But my
big
production
missing.
was higher than yours, Ben. So mine was
Yeah.
low.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep.
So we
So
can go for
definitely
that,
don't put it at
sure.
1750. Let's see. Go back to that. Oh, there it is. What's a good price then? Somewhere in between 450. Vinny, you said yours is 1550.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we like $15, or should we put it lower?
I think it should just wait. What was the best one we had?
I believe yours was 1450.
Yeah.
So we can stick with that.
And what was the most effective out of all of them?
I think
believe
yours
yours
was because my production was higher than yours, and you had a more sales than Alley Cat in January.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to split this into.
So we could try mine for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in there. Okay, we can give ourselves a little bit more room here. So, just a lot of technical errors here. All right, so we got 1450 as the price for January. Production wise, we can look at that as well. On what worked best. My production, I do not like it. I'm at 10,000. I think I really liked what Vinny did with he kept it around like from like 4,500 to 6,000. Keeping that more consistent.
Mine was
Nice.
6,000.
Yeah. I like that because you start off with a little bit more.
Mine was 4,500 up until June, and I had 7,000, 7,500, 6,000. So
Okay.
mine was. I mean, I just did it differently. Like I loaded up in the middle. But it's just easier to do on the spreadsheet than actually when we're in the simulation. So I think it's a good idea to.
That's true.
make less
That's actually
work.
a good point because if we have it, with like you said, a little bit more efficient with less work when we're actually in the real simulation, it's going to make it a little bit easier for us to put in those orders on time. Yeah. So Ben, what was your EBT for Alley Cat in total?
7,000. In total,
Yeah.
346,000.
And then Vinny, what was yours?
For production? Or my
for total,
sales?
Sorry, for total gross profit. My bad.
Total gross profit for January?
For the whole month, the whole year.
For the whole year?
Yeah.
I had 345,387.
Okay, so Ben's was a little bit higher, but his
Mine,
production
we're
was
like
a little lower.
identical. Mine's like
Yeah.
$200 higher, so I don't
Gotcha.
crazy.
Okay. Yeah, so I was just thinking if we kind of match those up, that's probably the best we're gonna get between 345, 346,000. So if we
Mhm.
follow a little bit of a mix of Ben and Vinny's production schedule for the whole year, if we just kind of follow that and find something happy medium between the two, then we can just run through that, and that can be our production for Alley Cat and our document here. So
That sounds good to
let's
me.
yeah. How does around 6,000 sound for January? Do we want to change that higher or lower?
A production you're talking about?
Yeah, production.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait, what did Vinny do? What did you do?
For my
much?
production in January, I did 6,000.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the one where we like do more early, so we don't have to do as much. Because mine was like
Yeah.
4,000 or the base, whatever.
Okay.
The,
Yeah, let's go with whatever is easier for us to do actually in a simulation that will get us a pretty good EBT. Okay. What about price for February? Any ideas?
Price for February. I didn't change the price for Alley Cat until April.
Okay. So you kept that at 1550 until then?
Sorry,
Kept
what
it at-
did you say?
You kept that at
Yeah,
1550
1550 until April.
Okay. Vinny, what'd you do for February?
For Alley Cat, I had 1550 as well.
Okay, let's stick with that then. That sounds like the best idea. Production wise.
All the same for me. Like it didn't change production wise until later.
Mine didn't change production until May, but my price started to change at March.
Okay, so your production was stayed at 6,000 until May.
Yes.
Okay, I kind of like that idea if that's okay with you, Ben. Just
Yeah, it's all good.
Cool. Just to keep it pretty simple for us. Just for the sake of efficiency when we're actually doing the simulation. You said it even during May or just until May?
It was until May. At May, it is at 4,200.
Okay. Let's go back then. March and April prices you guys kept at 1550.
For March, I upped it to 1650.
Okay. Any thoughts there if we want to keep it at 1650 or lower it a little bit?
I mean, I think a lot of the price changes are minuscule. It's more, I mean, they change it, but it's not as important. So I mean, we can't do it if we want, but if it adds a lot of extra stress or like taking away from other stuff that might be more important, I don't think it's worth
Yeah, I mean,
stressing too much over.
sorry, there's a lot of people walking around now. I mean, like even a 50-cent price change could make the demand go down by multiple hundreds of cases. And so yeah, we just gotta find something between 1650 and 1550. We could go with 16 unless there's other ideas.
16's fine.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd be like keeping it at 16 for April.
Yeah, we can do that because mine is at for April, mine's at 1650.
Okay. Yep, and then we keep it at 16 again. And then May is when it starts to get really wild with selling, right? Yeah.
May,
I feel like we want to have enough cases to support the demand in May, so I think it might be a better strategy to load up early and have a lower EBT, and then by May have enough to support the full demand. You know?
Yeah. Are you saying you want to increase in the earlier months, or you
Well,
like?
I just want to make sure that we don't have any lost sales because we don't have enough. So
yeah,
I mean, if this strategy, like in our sheets, like makes it so there are no lost sales for it, then that should be fine.
Yep. Okay. So May, thoughts on the production cost?
for me, I had production cost. For my price, I had it at 1750.
Okay, so that's when you went up.
at May.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
it stays 1750 all the way to July. And then actually no, I changed it to 1750. And then July it's at 17, and then August
take longer.
1650.
Okay, that makes sense to me because well, let me check that again actually, because that demand goes really, really high, May, but then yeah, so then raising or lowering that cost here will bring the demand back up a little bit. I think it'd be cool to put it back up to 1750 you said for May, and then keep it there for till July.
Yep.
Yeah. And 17 in July. Okay.
Yeah, and then I have a 17 in July.
Okay, cool. What does production look like for the rest of the few months? These three.
For May, June, July.
Yeah.
I have for May, I have it at 4,200.
Okay.
June 4,000. And then July, I have it at 5,000.
Okay. Yep. Ben, is yours pretty similar, probably?
Yeah.
All right.
Very similar.
Yeah, let's just hover around there. I think I kind of the same thing. See here. Back to. Okay. See here. Like 42.
Yeah.
Right. Let me quick make another table for the rest of those months. It was getting a little congested there. July, August, September, October, November, December. We need 6. There'll be 7 columns coming in. 4. Dog. I don't know how I miscounted so badly. Let's add in the cat. Taj Mahal. And Edgar Allan. All right, let's just keep going to the Alley Cat. August, we raised the price, you said, but kept the production pretty even.
Yes.
All right. Price. So you lowered the price, right? 1650.
For August, yep, 1650.
Yeah, I like that. Let's make that production 4,500 or different.
I made it at 5,000 still.
Okay, Ben, what are your thoughts on that?
I like that plan. I don't like. I wasn't doing like. I mean, I did all right, but I think that Gabe's stuff, or not Gabe, any stuff just makes more sense for the actual simulation.
Okay.
Because my stuff I think might be too hectic for. I mean, because it's just easier to manipulate on the spreadsheet than it is to actually do in
Right. Yeah.
when you're focusing on a bunch of things.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah, that's totally true.
September comes around, we keeping the price same, lowering it.
Yeah, I kept it the same.
Okay.
And then October, November, December, I had the price flat out at 15.
Okay. I like that. Because the demand is normally so low during those months, having the price a little bit lower or raise them in a little bit.
We also have to remember that we have to also to be doing Edgar because when we did on the spreadsheet, we don't have to do it, but we have to make sure that we have a strategy or we have to write down what happened for Edgar as well, even though we didn't have to actually manipulate it in the spreadsheet.
Yep, for sure. Figure that out. Okay. Sorry, you mentioned production already, I think, for this, but where are we keeping that? Thoughts?
For which months? August, September?
Yeah, August to the end of the year. Or sorry,
August.
My bad. Yes, August.
I had for me August 5,000, September 4, And then
What are
I
we
had
talking about? Sorry, what are we talking about? August for Edgar? Or
Sorry,
for...
I'm for Alley
For
Cat September to the end of the
Oh.
year.
September to the end of the year, I
Yeah.
had 4,000, 3,000, 1,000, 1,000.
I had for September 4,500, 1,000, 1,500, 1,000.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I like what we got.
Just enough to like not have any lost sales, but also
Yeah.
not too much, so we can buy more Edgar because it's past Edgar at that point, I think maybe, but
Yeah.
no,
We
it's
still.
before. It's early.
Yeah. Just not so that we're producing a bunch that we're not gonna be able to sell. I have time to sell. Okay. Skip over to Taj Mahal here. Show you mine, but as we've considered, I don't think my spreadsheet is the best to go off. I lowered the price to $17.25 to start, and the production I kept really low, just because we already had a beginning inventory of 5,800. My gross profit in that month was 25,291. What did you guys have for that?
For Taj?
Yeah,
For
January.
January?
Yep.
For the price?
For January, I had 26,000.
Yeah,
Or
price and production.
Price and production, I had 1,750 for the price in January for Taj, and then my production I had 1,500.
Gotcha. And what was your gross profit for the month?
Mine was 17 and 3,500, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but
Okay.
Gross profit for the month,
Yeah.
I had 24,667.
I had 25,800.
Okay. Ben's. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I would like to go with Ben's idea. You said 17 and you have 1,500 for the production?
17 and for Taj, 17 and 3,700 for January.
37. Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stick with that. I like that idea.
I like that.
17 and 3,700. Okay. What we did with the Alley Cat a few minutes ago, we just went through like each month and set it in the camp with an average between whoever's was best for the rest of the months. You want us to run through that so we can do price first for all of the Taj Mahal months, and then each of them we can put in a price for. You can start with February here. My price was $17.25. The gross profit for that month was 25,500.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for price for February, I did I stayed at 1,750 all throughout September.
I was
Really?
at 16 in 16 in February.
Yeah,
Ben,
I
what
stayed
was
at
yours?
1750.
Run through yours from like February to September or to the end of the year, just to see like what your progression
16.
was.
I mean, no price changes except for February. Production was like got lowered through the middle of like when we were making more Alley Cat, it was less Taj Mahal. So
Yeah.
So February was 37, March was 35, and then 3,000 all the way until September when we stopped making so much Alley Cat, and then I made 4,000 through the end of the year.
So your price, you said, went down to 16 what in February?
16, I'm pretty sure.
And then you kept that until when?
Yeah, no, and then I went back to 1750 the next month. It was just 16 for
and then 17 for the rest of the year.
Yeah. So 1750 for the rest of the year, yeah.
Okay. I guess, yeah, it's kind of an interesting way, but that worked out for you when it came to the total. Just having that random like discount in February.
Yeah, I don't know. It increased it for me. That's why I kept it.
Yeah.
A lot of trial and error.
What do we think about that? Do we want to try doing that, or do we want to? Yeah, let's go for it. All right, 16 February. Production was what?
For February,
Yep.
production was 3,700.
370. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you went back up to 1750.
Yeah.
And you
Well, February was for Taj. February was $16, and then
Yep.
$17.50 for the rest of the year.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for 1750 the rest of the year. I think it's a nice thing to stay at. It
It's
makes
like though
it not
it's
so much. Yeah, go
it's
ahead.
not good to mess with that price that I found because it's the consistent beer. Like it makes you money all year long, so it's not good to like it just kind of keep it just like a stable return.
Yep. And it just makes it easier for us, so we're not having to, really mess too much with the price throughout the whole year and after the beginning. Leave the frantic parts to early on. Okay. Let's go through production again for Taj Mahal, just to make sure we got that all down. You went from 37 in February, 37 in March. Maybe walk me through April to December here.
April, I did 3,000 for this Taj, right? April 3,000, May 3,000, 3,000 from March, 3,000 from April all the way to September.
Okay, cool. I like that. That makes things really, really. I actually like that a lot. I think it's really, really easy for product when we're actually in a simulation.
100%.
What do you guys have for October through December?
4,000.
Yeah, production.
4,000.
October through December, I had 4,000, 5,000, and 4,000.
Okay. How do we keep it at 4K for the rest of the year?
That sounds good. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, and then all we gotta do is figure out Edgar Ale. Basically whatever's left. If I remember correctly, when you guys showed your spreadsheets, the price stayed in production. I mean, I guess the production just whatever.
Yeah, whatever happened.
Yeah, the other two.
My price was $14.50 all the way. The entire year.
For Edgar.
Yeah.
It was $14.50 price all the way. And for inventory, it's inventory, right? Or no, production?
Production.
I mean, it's like weird numbers. It's like 27, 2,000, 29, 3,100, 3,400. It's weird numbers.
Okay.
Because it's not
I can just go in and figure that out. I like Vinny's price though, to keep it at 14.50 the whole year. Makes it again pretty easy for us. 14.50. Boy, this is tedious. Is there a way to just like copy and paste? There we go. Okay, cool. Do you guys both have the document pulled up?
Yeah, so I guess we could just. The numbers are weird. Like my production for January, is 3,400, 3,483. You can honestly just put like 3,000 or 3,400. Excuse me.
I was gonna say if Vinny, because we use your price, if you want to share your screen with the Word doc and just type in those production values because you have it on your spreadsheet.
Do you want me to do the? Here, you can just keep sharing your screen. I have it pulled up.
Okay, that works.
Do you just want me to put the exact number I have in production?
I mean, we rounded with the others. If we think the rounding doesn't actually like hurt, like cause us lost sales or anything, then we just go with rounding. Makes it easier for us when we're trying to figure it out later.
Okay.
So
that we could just do. That was 2,000. We will do 1,300. That we'll just do 3,000. Oops. That we will do another 3,000. That will do 2,500. August. 3,000 again. And then September. 4,000. We'll do 4,500. And then we'll do 6,000. Wait, I'm missing one. Oh, okay, okay. Oops.
That's not good. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Then this one is 4,000. This one will just round up to 6,000 at the end. Okay, there you go.
Cool. All right. Any thoughts? Anything we want to change or?
We just got to do the work center queue thing really quick,
Yep.
and then that's the
Yep.
last thing.
Yeah, I got that tab pulled up, so I don't know why the highlight keeps getting weird, but whatever. Okay. Let's go to there. Select scenario. Oh, let's make me sign back in. Okay. Scenario 200 with pricing.
Yep.
And then test runs, test run 1, correct?
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
So let's go to work center, create production order, and then open also the work center queue. Okay, so yeah, what do we settle on here? We want to produce, yeah, so we're producing 6,000 Alley Cat, 3,700 to 35 of each of those. So for Alley Cat, do you want to make like the first 4 production orders all Alley Cat and then have a couple of Taj Mahal, a couple of Edgar?
I feel like we could do
Well, I guess we can.
4.
Sorry,
I guess we could do really no. Okay. We could do 4 Alley Cat, and then 2 Taj, and then 1 Edgar. Because we don't really need the Edgar. We just need a little bit in stock.
Right. So I'm thinking because we have that 6,000 you want to produce in January, we can have in total. So like one order takes 14 days. So
Yeah.
2 orders of the same thing, it takes basically a whole month.
Yeah.
So if we start off with, you said 4 or 5?
Maybe
orders?
let's do 5. I say we do 5 Alley Cats.
Yeah, because if we do 5, that puts us at about 6,000.
I say we do 5 Alley Cats, 2 Taj, and 1 Edgar.
Okay, I like that. Ben, you have any opposing views?
No, I think that
or
sounds
you like
good. No, I think that sounds
Okay.
good.
I want to make sure I'm doing this right before I click it. It should be good, right? Just click.
Yeah.
Okay, I do 5. Only thing is if we do 5 of them, that makes our production like slightly over 6,000 for January.
That's okay. I feel like
Okay.
if it's slightly over.
Yep. I just don't want to accidentally produce more than we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool.
And then 2 Taj and 1 Edgar.
Let's go 1, 2. That's 7 made, and then Edgar. Okay. How's that look, boys?
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
I like it as well. I think. Well, let's check the work center queue. I guess I won't show up in there, will it? Until we start the run.
Yeah. I don't think it'll show up until it's active, whatever.
Yep. The one thing I wanted to make sure over here is, yeah, okay, changing the price. I didn't know how to do that, but now I know. So let's start that off then. The first month we want to have it at $14.50, so we can change the price to that. Update price. And then for Edgar, we had it at $14.50 as well. Oh, wrong thing. $14.50. And then for Taj, we had it at 17.
Yep. I think it was 1750. Just double check.
Was it?
Let me double check.
We put it at 17.
Nope,
Maybe
17.
I typed it wrong.
Okay.
You like that? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
17's good.
17 update price. Boom. So we got the 3 prices and we got the production orders and our spreadsheet. So
Perfect.
I think our work here is finished.
I think
Okay.
we're done.
I appreciate all y'all's time. You did a good
Yeah.
job.
Thanks
Ready for the
thanks
simulation
showing up.
tomorrow. Let's get a good grade.
I think we do a lot better